Today, the Secretary of Education and the Attorney General of the U.S. proposed a major shift in policy. After a 20-year ban, some federal and state inmates could become eligible for Pell Grant money to take college classes while behind bars. Our special correspondent for education, John Merrow, reports on an earlier pilot program to create a prison-to-college pipeline.
Well, I've been in prison since I was 16. I'm 34 now.
I've been locked up 5 years. I've been in this jail 3 years.
I spent 21 years in prison. I was arrested at the age of 17.
I've been incarcerated 21 years now. I'm 39 years old.
I'm in jail for murder.
2 drug sales and a burglary charge.
For a homicide.
Taking someone's life.
Many people would say, hey, they did the crime, so let them do the time. But this woman believes that if prisoners are going to change their ways, they need an education.
We see education as being integral to the reentry process.
And so these men are studying Shakespeare.
Were you able to see some of these themes, motifs, and symbols? Okay, good.
Today, they're analyzing Othello in Aaron Kaplan's introductory English class.
The fact that Othello's a foreigner and the fact that he's in a higher office and has a higher prestige wife makes him want to do this because he feels that he should have all of this.
I took it as when the Duke made that statement, what he was saying, because they kept describing Othello, especially Lago, and him as a Moor, as being evil. Black is devilish, is, the stick-lipped person, and so on and so forth.
These 12 men are incarcerated at a New York State correctional facility in Otisville.
If it not be for some purpose of in for it, give it me again. Poor lady, she'll run mad when she shall lack it.
This class and 5 others like it are part of a pilot program called the Prison to College Pipeline. To enroll, prisoners must have finished high school, pass a reading and writing assessment, and be eligible for release within 5 years.
We have this idea that possibly in the 3 to 5 years prior to release, we want to seize on the high expectations, the high hopes, the anticipations of coming home, take advantage of that hope, and turn it into education.
Boz Dreisinger founded the program in the fall of 2011 with just 14 students. It's a collaboration among John Jay College of Criminal Justice, Hostos Community College, and the New York State Department of Corrections and Community Supervision. The cost, about $3,500 per student, is covered by private and public sources. It costs New York State about $60,000 to keep a person in prison for 1 year.
He's comfortable in military tactics.
He's confident.
You understand?
As a warrior.
Exactly.
Educational opportunities behind bars are very rare. 2/3 of correctional facilities do not offer college courses. Where programs do exist, many are like Boz's, very small. Today, of the 1.6 million men and women in prison, only about 35,000 are taking college courses.
And it could also be as far as his mentality, his morals and principles, the fact that he's a general within the Army.
For many, this is their first college class.
I never actually had the opportunity to take college. I consider myself a good student, always did.
But it's not their first time in prison.
I went out and committed a crime and came back.
Will Terry's experience is typical. 55% of prisoners end up back behind bars within 5 years of their release.
And the doubt came from somebody else.
The program gives prisoners the opportunity to develop new identities as students.
I've been out of school for a very long time, so becoming a student again it has really been quite a ride. But I enjoy it. I like the challenge. It gives you a self-worth that is unspeakable. It's very nice.
The students want to be edited, they want to be taught, they want to double the length of the readings, they want you to critique their papers 10 times over. Part of it is that you've been in an intellectual void so long that you're hungry for this knowledge. And the other part of it is that the stakes are very high as they see it. They know that they're redefining themselves via education, and they take it really seriously.
It's in Act 1, Scene 3 of 781.
What line?
Success inside means opportunity outside. Students who do well are guaranteed admission into one of the 18 colleges that make up the CUNY system.
I like to describe the Prison to College Pipeline as a college and reentry program and a college as reentry program. So the program starts inside and completes outside. And I think one of the reasons why that's so powerful is that You benefit from getting some college education inside, but you also benefit from having a real campus experience and being in a college when you come out.
I know how much a support system is important to be able to be afforded an opportunity to go somewhere and meet with people that we already established relationships with, like bars. You're not just saying, get the hell out. We actually have people that's out there rooting for us.
But providing prisoners with college opportunities is not a popular idea.
Why don't we teach college in prison?
New York Governor Andrew Cuomo introduced a plan to publicly fund college programs in 10 state prisons. It faced opposition from both parties and was quickly shot down. Research indicates that prisoners who participate in correctional post-secondary education are 51% less likely to be reincarcerated. It's too soon to know if this program will be successful because only 36 men have participated.
It's hard to talk about numbers and percentages because the program is so small and we just started.
7 of these 12 students have been released, and 6 are already enrolled in college or are applying for admission. Only 1 is back in prison. Reporting for the PBS NewsHour, I'm John Merrow in Otisville, New York.